In February of 2025, I signed up to do a side hustle. It has now been an entire year, and in today's video, I want to tell you how much I have earned month by month and what I've earned in total throughout the last 12 months just by doing this one side hustle. Now, this isn't going to make me rich, and it's not brought me in millions or even thousands of pounds, but it has helped a little bit, and it's something that I thoroughly enjoy. If you don't know me, my name is Rachel. I'm a solo mum to one, and on this channel I talk everything frugal living, budgeting and mum life. And if you like that kind of thing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So in October 2024, my beloved dog Toby, my little Westie, sadly passed away, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to get a dog at that time. One, because we were going on a holiday the following year, but also because of the cost of how much a dog is. And being a single mum on a very tight budget, I wasn't sure whether that was fair to take a dog in that I couldn't really afford. That's when I come across an app called Rover, which is a pet sitting app, and it's not just for dogs. You can pet sit majority of all different animals, really. I've been asked to even look after a parrot before, which I kindly declined. I'd rather stick with the dogs. But if you like all kinds of animals and pet sitting is something that you think you'd be interested in doing, this might be a little side hustle that you can do. I will link the Rover app details in the description box below for you. So if you want to check it out after you've watched this video, then go ahead. I'm not affiliated or sponsored by them whatsoever. It's just something that's given me a little bit of extra money this year that I thought maybe it'd be something that maybe some of you could do as well. With the Rover app, you can pick and choose what dogs or what animals you want to take care of. You can pick and choose your services because there's lots of different options there available, which we'll go into in a minute. And if you don't want to do a dog, or if you're not available to a dog, it's not a problem for you to say no to them as well. So the services that are available is for the dogs that I do is dog sitting, dog walking, doggy daycare, and dog boarding. And I do dog boarding, doggy daycare, and I do drop-in visits as well. I only do one drop-in visit for a dog called Bear, who I absolutely love to bits. So I go into the owner's home, I let the dog out for him to do his business, and then I sit with him for 30 minutes and we just play ball or have a cuddle, whatever we need to do. And then I leave him there and I go back home, and it's just 30 minutes. And that is what a drop-in visit is. I don't do many of them because some people that want me to do them are times that are not suitable for me, especially like after school, and I've got my son and they want me to go late at night. It's not something that I'm available to do. Another one I do is doggy daycare. So usually I do a lot of these, a lot of them, and I have repeated dogs as well. So I think I have about 4 or 5 repeated dogs that come in every single week, and the owners drop them off in the morning and then they pick them up in the evening when they finish work. It's usually when the owners are working, but sometimes if they're just going to go out for the day, I just can get a random dog now and again that just needs someone to take care of him for the day. I'm very busy with the doggy daycare ones, so that is a very big part of my business when it comes to dog sitting. And the final one I do is dog boarding, where I can have them overnight, over a weekend. I can have for a week, and very soon I've got one dog for 3 weeks in total. So I do a lot of dog boarding as well. Some dogs can be boarded together, some dogs can't. I respect everything the owner says, that they would prefer a dog to be on their own, or or they're happy with them to be with other dogs. So sometimes I can just take in one dog, and sometimes I can take in 2 or 3 dogs at a time. But dog boarding is a very big part of my business, and I do get a lot of dog boarders. Now, if you work from home or you don't work or anything else, but you want to start getting a little bit of extra income in, and you absolutely love animals, then this could potentially be something for you. Now, as you know, I have a little boy, and he has been taught very well of how to interact with dogs. He knows the warning signs. He also knows that when we're out and about and he wants to stroke a dog, to ask the owner first. So he's been very clued up on how to interact with a dog and the warning signs if the dog wants to be left alone, to back away and just leave him alone and give them some space. So my son is very good with taking care of the dogs, but he absolutely loves having the dogs in the house. And because we have a lot of repeated dogs, he's built some bonds up with the dogs as well. And it's so nice to see, because this way I get to have a dog in the house. My son gets to grow up with dogs just like I did when I was a kid. I grew up with dogs throughout my entire childhood. But rather than having to pay out for the dog, I get paid to take care of the dogs. Now, I have had many different dogs, from an English sheepdog to a French bulldog to a dachshund to a Siberian husky to lots of Labradors and lots of Cockapoos, and it has been absolutely lovely getting to know all these different breeds of dogs. So how much do I earn from it? I mean, that's really why you're here, isn't it? You want to know how much I earned from doing this tiny little side hustle. Now, before I go into the figures, I just want to put a disclaimer that everything is above board. I do have an accountant for my other businesses, so this has just gone into that as well. So all my figures and all my money that I take in goes to my accountant, and I let her deal with it, because even though I'm pretty good with money, when it comes to things like taxes and stuff, I can do it, but I'd rather get a professional to do it, so I know I'm not messing it up and doing it all wrong, and at least I know it's done correctly. So she is my accountant and she sorts all that out for me. So just to let you know, it all is above board, everything's registered. Everybody that needs to know I've got a business and I'm earning extra income knows what I'm doing. So I signed up to Rover in February of 2025, and I didn't get any bookings or any daycare or anything in that month. However, towards the end of that month, I did get my first booking, but it wasn't booked in until March. So in my first month on Rover, I made nothing. Zero, absolutely nothing. In my second month, in March, I made £255. Then in April, it went down a little bit, so I made £147.47. And April of 2025 was my lowest paying month for the year. After that, it started to increase quite a lot. Now, it hasn't been a general increase. It has gone up and down a little bit, but I still have been above that £147.47. So in May, I made another £255. Then we start coming into the summer months where there's summer holidays and people are going away a little bit more. So I actually started making a little bit more money. So in June of 2025, I made £419.22. Then in July, I made £422.05. Now, when it comes to August, I was actually really surprised at how much I earned in August, because I went away for a week with my son and I spent a few days after that having some time off as well. So I wasn't expecting to make quite a lot of money. However, somehow, because I was booking all these dogs in and was able to juggle it, I made a total of £610.85 throughout August, including at least 10 days off. So I was really surprised at how much I earned through the summer holidays, even though I had a week off. After the summer holidays, I was expecting things to get a little bit quiet for me, thinking everyone's gone back to school, there's not going to be as many bookings, and I thought I'd have a very quiet few months. I was wrong. In September, I earned £676.35. And then in October, I made a little bit less, but I still made a good chunk of money at £612.15. So it wasn't a lot less, but it was still a little bit less. November was a little bit quiet because I thought, I was really surprised that I made so much money in September, October, but I thought November and December is actually going to be quite quiet because it's Christmas, isn't it? And a lot of people are just busy, and Christmas is an expensive month. So I wasn't expecting to make a lot of money, if any at all anyway. But in November, I made £518.50 in November, which is not as good as the previous months, but it's still a good chunk of money to help me through Christmas. In December, I made a little bit less again. Again, it's Christmas time, and even though I had dogs all over the Christmas period, a lot of people don't go away over Christmas. Finding doggy daycare and everything over the Christmas period isn't a priority. So in December, I only made £428.40. However, after the Christmas period, being so busy all over Christmas, but still not making a huge amount of money, I was a little bit worried about January, because back at school, back at work, back in routine, people aren't going away, people are trying to save money in January, so I thought I'm going to have a really quiet month. I had the best month that I've had so far in my Rover dog sitting journey. So throughout January of 2026, I made a grand total of £700.40 just in January alone. And that is what I've earned month by month throughout my dog sitting journey. Now, that makes a grand total throughout my first year of dog sitting just via the Rover app. I have made a grand total of £4,886.01 just in my first year. So I think that's pretty good going. So just under £5,000 in the year that I've started. I'm quite proud of that. It's not a huge amount of money. It's not going to make me millions, but it's a great start on my side hustling businesses that I have got. I do have a few more and I will go into them at a later date. But first of all, before I go into any of what's coming in the future, I would quickly want to go through what I have got booked in for this year of 2026 before the year is even over. So I'm only in at my second month. My bookings have not all come in yet. This is just what people have already booked. Majority of them are my regulars or their repeated customers. But so far this year, I'm already targeting to earn £3,067.66. And again, that is not all at my bookings yet. So I am quietly confident that I'm going to surpass what I've made in my first year, and I'm going to make more than that in my second year. I'm hoping that that stays the same. So if you are working from home, if you're part-time, if you love animals, if you've got the time to do it, then maybe doing some dog sitting or dog walking or drop-in dog visits is an option for you. Maybe you can check out the Rover app and earn a little bit of extra money for yourself. Now, I only wanted to make £100 a month just to help me through buying things for my son, treating him, maybe saving for holidays, you know, little bits and pieces to put maybe in a sinking fund. If you haven't seen my emergency and sinking fund video, I will link it in the description box below for you. But I have surpassed that. I've made over £100 a month every single month in my first year. So this year, I'd like to try and make over £200 a month every single month in my second year and see how that goes. I absolutely have loved doing it. It can be a little bit of a pain. I can be tied down from time to time. I always work the bookings around what I want to be doing with my son. And if my son is with his dad and I've got nothing else on, then I'm quite happy to take a dog in while I decorate the house or while I'm working or doing something else. Also, a lot of my friends that I have, they also have dogs. A few of my friends I've actually met via doing their dogs. So they come to me to look after their dogs, and now we are really, really close friends. I've got some really lovely friendships out of it. Other side hustle businesses that I have, I also have my reselling business, which I have done videos on before, but I will do an updated one very, very soon. I don't tell anybody this, so I'm not going to give you the account or anything like that, but on one social media page, I do have an account on there that does actually bring in a bit of extra income as well. It is a TikTok. It's nothing to do with solo mum to one. It's completely something different. I started it off as a bit of fun and it's grown and grown and grown. And I really would like to keep them separate for now. But once I start making a good regular income from it, then I will share more details with you on that one. Other digital products that I am going to be starting up in 2026 is I've got my blog going, but I want to be able to make more money out of my blog. Obviously, I've got my YouTube as well, which also brings me in income every single month as well. Sometimes I have good months, sometimes I don't have good months, but I'm always bringing in some kind of income every single month with YouTube. And something I am working on right now is selling my own digital products. I'm selling some which has got nothing to do with solo mum to one, and I'm thinking of selling some for this channel as well. But I would love to know from you, what kind of digital products would you like from me? Cleaning checklist, budgeting checklist, planners. What kind of things do you need? What kind of things do you think I can help you with? Do let me know in the comment box below. Because digital products has been on my list for a little while, and I think this year is the year that I'm going to start creating and selling my own digital products. So if you have a side hustle or anything else that you enjoy doing, do let me know in the comment box below and share it with all the other viewers as well, so maybe they can get some ideas. And if you'd like me to do another video on the top 10 side hustles that I have tried and I haven't tried, again, I'd love to do that video for you if you'd like to see it. If you do, again, drop a yes in the comment box below and I will get that sorted as soon as I can for you. Side hustles can work, but they are a commitment and they do take your time. They're not easy and you have to juggle a few things as well. It's not what everybody says on YouTube or TikTok or any other social media platform that you can just open Canva, make this in 20 minutes and sell it. It doesn't quite work like that. It is a lot of work, a lot of time dedication. And if you want to do it, if you feel passionate about it, then do give it a go. And another thing I am starting in 2026 is my own podcast as well. So that has been in my plans for the last year, and I've just not had the courage to do it. But this year I'm going to get it done. So that's another thing to watch out for as well. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling now and get on with the rest of my day. I've got to go and visit my dog Bear for the afternoon. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you liked today's video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, if you think somebody else might benefit from this, or it might help them make some decisions about side hustle, especially a dog sitting business, don't forget to share it with a friend. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos from me. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a good morning, good day, or good evening. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.